What's up? Honor26, I'm here to give you my Chikarasuarus Rex King of Show DVD review this time. First thing I want to say is that I am sorry for getting everyone's hopes up. Live, I honestly did think the show was as good as I thought it was. But on DVD, this was a different show. Honestly, I'm sorry to get everyone's hopes up. Everything kind of took a level down from what it was live outside of the opener and the Tommy Dreamer match that I can remember. Yeah, everything pretty much took a little bit step down, and probably Shingo Jimmy Olsen, but the women's match was a step down. Both Dragon Gate matches were Dragon Gate 6-mans were a step down. The Unstable match was still a lot of fun, but it was not as good. I don't know what it was. I just want to say sorry. I mean, I don't really have anything to regret, but I'm not taking that video down. Definitely not, because I'm proud of that video, and that's what I thought. I'm not ashamed of that, but I have a completely different view on this show, seeing it on DVD, because Emerald Closure 62 told me after the Dragon Gate USA show that, and he said in his video that all the all the Chikara shows that everybody was rating like an 8, a 7, and 6s were all so much more fun live and better than 6s and 7s and 8s live. And apply that to this show. I thought this show would have been at least a 9, if not a little higher, live. And in my case, this is the highest rating I've seen it given on DVD, and it's an 8.5. And this review, I mean, I think these would be my exact ratings if I had not been to the show, and so because it obviously did take an effect. So let's just get right down to it. The opener of the Colony: Soldier Ant, Fire Ant, Green Ant, and teaming with Frightmare against the BDK team of Tim Donst, Lince Dorado, Pinky Sanchez, and Tursus. Exactly what it was live, just a very fun opener. Everybody got to show their stuff. One thing that did come off a little better on DVD is how much Pinky Sanchez was freaked out by Vacador appearing. But basically everything else was just as the same as it came off on DVD, as it came off live, and yeah, it's 3.5. Very good match. If you're trying to find Brandon Instant Classic, myself, and Mario Instant Classic G1. Trying to find the three of us. The hard cam, if you look to the left side where the hard cam is, the arena sign's kind of in the northwest portion of the building. We are in the west portion of the building, because we're to the left of the big arena sign where the balcony is, and we're kind of in the middle there. So you can see us a couple times. I'm wearing my Landon Donovan USA shirt. Brandon Instant Classic is wearing a plain green polo. I forget what Mario was wearing. Bryn, I think, is wearing a New York Yankees hat. So that's how you can find us. I'm wearing my Texas Rangers hat. Right here. I'm wearing this. Alright, then we got to Shingo versus Jimmy Olsen surprise match. This is okay. I expected this is pretty stiff, especially for a Chikara match, so not all that much here besides that 2 3/4. But, it was still enjoyable. It was probably the worst match on the card. And it probably could have been a little better. Then we got to a match that was way better live, probably a full star better live, honestly, if not a little, probably 3/4 of a star better live. Daizee, Haze, and Sara Del Rey versus Amazing Kong and Raisha Saeed. Live, Kong got the pop of the night, but it didn't come off on DVD at all. Everybody was so into Kong live, it wasn't even funny, but it just didn't come off for whatever reason. And I think everybody still looked good, but it just lost a lot of steam. I don't know what happened. 2 3/4. I wouldn't even consider it good on DVD. I'd say it was just decent. It was alright. But, live it was pretty damn good. So, I don't know what happened. Then we got to a match that only dropped about 1/4 of a star from live to here. In CIMA, Masaaki, Mochizuki, and Super Shenlong versus the team of F.I.S.T. I think a lot of just the F.I.S.T stuff came off better live. There was one portion of the DVD where Icarus tried to break up a pin, but then actually didn't, and he was yelling at the referee, "Hey, I was just going to interfere," which was really funny live, but didn't come up on DVD at all. I could have with the promo that happened before. It was a little easier to predict who they were going to turn on. Live, it definitely seemed like it was going to be Chuck Taylor, but it wasn't. So. But this was still a great match. Super Shenlong, I want to see a lot more of him. He looked great here. And probably even more so than live, I'll say, because I expected it from CIMA and Mochizuki, but Shenlong was right with him. 3 3/4. Now, I still stand by this is the best Unstable match ever. Unstable of Colin Delaney, Vin Gerard, and Stigma versus the Osirian Portal and Drake Younger. I'd never heard the term Drake's on a plane, which they were calling them until on the DVD. So I mean, the fans, Chikarasuarus said, the fans are calling them Drake's on a plane. I didn't hear that at all. I don't know where that came from. But it was a good match still. A lot of good storyline. It's a good storyline brawl. I mean, Younger did look great here. I expect him, hopefully he makes more Chikara appearances. But, you know, I don't expect him really to, because, I mean, he doesn't really have a storyline unless they want to bring him in for whatever reason. I'd love to see it because I'm a fan of Drake Younger. So, the Portal looked good here. Stidman looked the best he had looked, probably since he was Shane Storm, honestly. So he's definitely coming into his own. Gerard is improved, and Delaney. You know, Delaney is a good. He's underrated on the mic. He can cut a good promo. I like his promos. So, you know, well, 3.5. But with the promo after this match, they made it kind of clear that the Osirian Portal, where their direction they're going to go. I think it's kind of obvious where they're going to go with it. And if they do go that way, it's not that it's predictable, but I think it'd still be great. It's kind of the good version of predictability in professional wrestling. That I think if they do that, I think it'd be great. Then we got to the match between the Campeones de Parejas Aras and Claudio Castagnoli versus Tommy Dreamer and Eddie Kingston. This is even better on DVD than it was live for whatever reason. Dreamer looked. This is one of Dreamer's best matches in a while. He wasn't in it all that much. I think Tommy Dreamer is better than a lot of the other ECW guys for where he is in his career. But I just don't think he's all that. Kingston looked great here. Just him and Zabato. It didn't come off as well as it did live, but him and Zabato's interactions were just great. You can kind of hear it, but Kingston is just great at that. Just getting under somebody's skin and just staying on him. Kingston is just great at that. Claudio is a big guy. Yeah, he's huge. And Aras is, you know, Aras is a big guy too, and that doesn't really come across on DVD, and it didn't here. But because he's a partner with Claudio, and he was a third of the King of Trios with Claudio and Terces, so he's a big guy too, but you don't really see it. But this was still a good match, 3.25. Then I get to the main event, which live I said was by a hair the best match in Chikara history. This did not come off at all like that on DVD. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I'm sorry about that. But I still like this more than most people for whatever reason. Mike Quackenbush, Jigsaw, and Hallowicked versus the World 1 team of BB Hulk, Naruki Doi, and Masato Yoshino. Man, this was great still. This is Chikara's match of the year, in my opinion. Better than Dunstan Danielson from Cleveland. Better than Generation Me Young versus Quackensaw from King of Trios Night 3. Better than Big Japan Futures Now from Night 2. Better than any of the BDK matches. So, you know, I still think this is Chikara's match of the year. So, 4.25. I really, really liked it. I thought it was great, but it's kind of still a weak 4.25, but it's a 4.25 nonetheless. Overall, I thought this is Chikara's show of the year. Honestly, I still had a ton of fun watching this, but it did underdeliver in my opinion. I don't know why I thought it was so great live, but I did. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I gave the Cleveland show an 8.25, and I gave two of the shows at King of Trios an 8.0. I think, yeah, I think. So this is Chikara's show of the year. I still really, really liked it. It's a fun and enjoyable show for those of you who want to get into Chikara. Didn't have too much. I don't actually agree with the people that say they didn't have too much storyline on the show. You pretty much. I think with what happened in the opener, I don't want to spoil it. Actually, I already did, but whatever. You know, that could turn into something huge. So I'm looking forward to that. And you had something with F.I.S.T here, and you had maybe the end of the Kingston Claudio storyline. We don't know yet. So it opens up a lot of possibilities with Ultramantis Black being on commentary, and he had a white mask live, not his usual black and pink. He had a white and gold mask live. I don't know what that means. So, alright, hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys later.